welcome back to my channel. I am doing a video from a request to do a flip through of my language art curriculum by Lifepac for my kindergarten and second grade. So I just want to thank you for that comment, and I'm going to do that for you. It took me all day to make this video because I was trying to do it and I kept getting interrupted, but I am here. So let's start off with a couple things. I wanted to clarify from the first video that I made. There's a teacher's guide for both of these, and so I did not mention that before. And I also wanted to correct the number of booklets that I said. I think I said it was about 6 booklets, but it's 8 small workbooks in the second grade pack. So let's go ahead and start with the kindergarten. I will kind of show you the teacher's guide a little bit first here. So you can see that they're just kind of broken up by lessons. Nothing really major here, but feel free to pause if you need to. And those are other grades in their scope and sequence. So the way they lay it out is it tells you everything to do. It gives you, here's the objective, symbol, which you'll need. It gives you directions. And here you go, like that. Extended activities for the kids to do, if you have any other, and they have suggested reading and story ideas. So it gives you a lot of details. It tells you exactly what to do. You don't have to really guess and how you want to work it. So that's how that goes. I really like it. I do like the fact that it tells you how to do each lesson, each page, things like that. And the way they word it, you'll notice that they'll have like they're using children. So it's like if you had a lot of kids, this can be used in a classroom setting or in a homeschool setting as well. And so I don't know if you want to see the whole thing of the teacher's manual, but it's pretty much the same with every lesson. Give you the materials, what you need, how to do each page, and suggested reading and story ideas. Okay, so let's go into the student workbook. So this is her first one. We did pretty much all of it, and I'll let you see the table of contents here. So there's student book 1. Doesn't really go into detail, it's just by lesson here. And these are at the back of the book. We started to rip these out in the beginning of the school year, so that's why you don't see the very beginning pages. But then she didn't want to rip them out anymore, so we stopped doing that. So basically, all of the letters for kind of lessons are laid out like this. You'll see a letter. You'll get that, and the kids can paste what they want onto this page here. If they cut out magazines or newspapers that start with things that starts with L, and then she'll get that. Talking about shapes here, very colorful. Again, I really love it. Kind of gets you into it. It's really nice. And again, all these things of what the kid is supposed to do is laid out in the teacher's guide. So this is a Christian-based curriculum. So here we are. We have some shorty, and so they're all kind of like this. Normally this will be the first one you see is the practice page first. You'll see the practice page. You'll practice a couple times. You notice she doesn't really like to write. That's okay. And then you'll flip over, and then they'll have this here, where you can practice again with the sounds, just making that. And then see, there's the page. The Christ Christmas Carol. So again, you can see the Christian-based, the Christian background or in the book. And so you'll do that, and then they'll show you. They'll have this page again from that. Then they'll probably do something, maybe something in between. If not, it's fine. And they'll move on to the next letter. And then maybe like that, like this. And I'm not sure. I was asked what style it is. I would not, I'm not very sure about the style itself. It could be traditional, maybe. It doesn't look like it, or maybe spiral learning, because it kind of just introduces small things here. Let's learn about size, and they don't spend a lot of time just learning about size or anything like that. They'll introduce it in small portions, and then they'll probably introduce it later in another page or something like that. So I think that's spiral learning, where it's not mastery, it's just kind of going over in small portions, and then the more they approach the topic here and there, they'll get it all the way through. So pattern. So again, here we go. Okay. Or maybe I'll back out so you could see it a little bit better. Again, the Christian influence there. See, you notice they don't spend a lot of time with the letters. They don't. They kind of just give you the letter, you do a page, and you move on. But then they'll go back through it like this, writing the missing letters. And so the kids will kind of have a review of those letters throughout the workbook. So here it again. So, they introduced A while back in the very beginning. But here we have, they're covering A again. They're covering the letters that they kind of already did. Again, as a review of the short sounds. So that's how it works. I think it would be spiral. I am not sure. Correct me on that. Please comment below if you're more familiar with what kind of style this is. And I do find that some of these pages are a little bit too easy for her. And so she still wants to do them. That's fine. And we just kind of breeze through it. But I do find like here, these pages here, she's not really into coloring. She did it anyway. But, coloring the pages, learning about shapes, her colors, she knows her colors. She knows her shapes. She knows her colors very well. So these pages here are kind of like, does she really need to do them? Not really. So it kind of goes on like this. And towards the end of the book, okay, let me kind of get there a little quicker here. So this is the last activity page. Here you have writing practice at the end. You can go through the letters, trace the letters, and they also have I think this one has stories, have a log, Yes. Yes, it has a log here. So I keep my my own log, reading log. That's why it is not filled out here. See, there's a story log here. I mean, we may use this. I mean, you can always use it. You can always use sheets, stuff that you don't have to buy or print yourself. And then I also love at the back here is my stories. You just rip these right out and staple it together, and then you have these pages to write stories in. We have not done that because we have a notebook that she does writing in her writing prompts. Okay, so this will be the second book. This video is getting kind of long, so I might have to just do the second grade in another video. So this kind of starts off as the same way, or let me show you the lessons content here. So it doesn't really give you any specifics. That is probably why it's not, because it's not mastery. I'm just guessing here. So it goes here, like here, introduces the letters again. And here, that. And then circle the pictures like in and out. So it kind of just reintroduces the letters again that she learned in the previous book. Now you're adding more to it, as you can see, silent E. This doesn't spend much on this at all. This is the first time she's seeing silent E. And after that, you see it's not silent E anymore. So we're moving on to long A sounds. And now she's in this one, they're going to do stories more. So we haven't got this far yet. So you just want to see that. And I think they're doing more activity-based things rather than so much as the letters in this second book. My red page, my blue page. Not sure what they do there yet. But, you know, I really do love it. It's very colorful. And here's a random page she just did out of the blue today. So I love it. I love the colors. It's just so pretty. And I love obviously that it's Christian based, and I love the Christian influence throughout the page. Again, there's the Bible, right? Things like that. So very nice, very nice, very nice. Let's go a little bit further into see what they're learning. So see squares, you know, they're still learning shapes, you know, they're still learning things and introducing things like that. So now this book covers, I think after the first book covers more short sounds and just basically all the letters. Now we're getting into digraphs in this book. So it works the same way as the second book, but it's a little bit, looks like a little bit more writing, more story, getting the kids more involved there. It's very, very colorful. I like that. Flip a little bit further into the book. She's learning her numbers, number names, number words, how to write them. See, they're asking a little bit more of them to do. Again, all this, they have the, you know, in the teacher's guide, you just go over stuff. You can add what you need to add. Sometimes we slow down. if we need to, or I kind of supplement with YouTube videos and other resources I have. Now, this one's pretty good. I like this, and I do believe I'm going to stick with it. I don't see me changing anytime soon. And then let's see. So this will be towards the end of it. Now, so how do they assess the child? So in the teacher's guide, good thing I remembered. So in the teacher's guide, after you finish every 40 lessons, they have a quiz there. So every 40 lessons, you have an assessment. So I will show you. So here's lesson 40. So we reached 40 lessons. So here you have student evaluation. So you kind of go over this, see how much she knows. I'm gonna pull out. Maybe you guys can look at that a little bit more clear. It's not. So that's kind of what they do for the assessment or evaluation after every 40 lessons.